He's now a senior fellow at the think tank Foundation for the Defense of Democracies in Washington, and he joins me now. Good to have you on the programme. The evacuation of Ras Al Ain is only the start of what President Erdogan wants, a wide safe zone. Do you expect he'll get it?
I think there has been some strategic ambiguity in the ceasefire agreement between the U.S. And President Erdogan. SDF is agreeing to a much limited withdrawal, not the entire 450 kilometers across the border. And I think this week is really going to be decisive whether a limited safe zone will be okay for Turkey for the time being, or whether there will be a further push beyond that. And that could determine the extent of fighting and what the U.S. Congress will do to push back against that, and also what Assad and Putin will see as an opportunity to intervene.
You say a limited safe zone may be more realistic, but President Erdogan has promised people in Turkey that he's going to get the entire safe zone. Surely people will say to him, you haven't achieved what you wanted if you only get a limited zone.
Now, Erdogan has demonstrated that he has strategic patience. This has been the third cross-border operation, and there can always be a fourth one, a fifth one. So he is taking his time to extend his area of control. And let's keep in mind that he also has other projects at hand. One is relocating Syrian refugees from Turkey to this pocket in northeast Syria, start building homes for them, which would also be a boost to his struggling construction partners back in Turkey. So that there are multiple steps to his strategy in Syria, and possibly at this time he could see this as enough for the time being.
Just picking up on one of the points you raised there, his proposal to move refugees, Syrian refugees from the south of Turkey into a proposed safe zone. I mean, there are several million refugees in Turkey. Is it really realistic for him to expect to be able to move all those people across the border?
Now, the number he presented at the UN General Assembly address was 3 million of the 3.6 million Syrians in Turkey would be resettled. I think everyone knows that this is near impossible. And there is also a $26 billion tab, which no one would like to pay. But nevertheless, for Erdogan, even starting with a small group would help him basically quell the anti-refugee sentiment at home. I think he would see this as a long-term project, not only to address the populist uprising in Turkey, but also as an opportunity to change the demographics on the Turkish border to create an Arab majority area, which is also part of his understanding of a safe zone.
Aykan Erdemir in Washington, thank you very much.